Flamingo chef, show us what you got with cocktails and dishes that hit the sweet spot.
That beef has been cooking all day. That's beef reduced in a wine sauce. Absolutely amazing. It's a very traditional, easy dish. It's got a lot of names, but I just call it good. Let's make some. I don't know that there's an easier dish to make, but you know, when it's wintertime and you want something full and heavy, those meals that just say, man, it's cold outside, this is a great one, and it's so easy. So all you really need is some cut up beef. Now I've just taken some bottom round roast and cut it into cubes. It's about 2.5 pounds there, but I mean, use how much you want. I generally use 2 to 2.5 pounds. I need 1 yellow onion, which I'm going to dice up pretty fine. I'm going to need some red wine. Now you need a decent heavy red wine, a Cabernet, a Merlot, something of that nature. This is a Cabernet. This is actually one called Double Black, which is a Paso Robles from, of all places, Total Wine. Really good stuff though. You're going to need some beef base or beef broth. I like to use just beef base. You can get it made at Sam's. And then I'm also going to add for flavor a little of the Better Than Bouillon Italian herb. You're going to need some seasonings. I like salt, pepper, and garlic. I'm going to use the blend because it's fast and easy. And from the same company from Kinder's, because I want to bring out that steak flavor, that bold flavor, I've got something called prime steak, which as you can see is with black garlic and truffle oil. This stuff, awesome. The other thing you need is water. That's about it. And some butter to start it in, or olive oil, whichever you prefer. Getting started, I'm going to heat my pan up, and I've got a pretty good size pan here. And in the bottom of that, I'm just going to add some olive oil. I'm just going to spray enough to cover the bottom of the pan. Again, you could use butter if you would rather. That's fine. And while that's getting hot, I've got my medium-sized onion here that I've diced up. It's just going to go in the bottom. And we're going to add about a teaspoon of the blend seasoning to that, and about a teaspoon of the prime steak seasoning to that as well. All right, I have moved the camera so you can see. I'm just cooking these onions down till they're clarified at medium-high heat. And once they get to that point, then I'm going to add just a little bit of wine. That's probably about not even 2 ounces, just enough to deglaze the bottom of the pan. Once most of the liquid has cooked off from the wine, I'm going to go ahead and just dump the meat in there. Just work that around a little bit. All we're going to do is give this meat a very light browning. Let it start to let off some of the natural liquids that are inside of it. We'll bring that heat down to medium. We're just going to let this slowly brown before we do anything else to it. After just 2 or 3 minutes, you're going to see that's kind of reduced in there, and you've got a little bit of juice coming off of the meat. I'm going to leave the heat at about medium. I'm going to add just a little bit more wine, maybe an ounce. Stir that together so it collects the juice that came off the meat. Okay, we've got a nice browning going. So at this point, I'm going to add about 12 ounces of the Italian herb stock and 2 cups of the beef stock. And then I'm going to mix those together and try to make sure we get everything off the sides of the pot. Now, we're going to let this reduce, checking it about every 10 to 15 minutes until most of that liquid has gone down. Then we'll add liquid to it again, cover it, and set it on low and let it cook for about 3 to 5 hours, depending on how tender you want the beef to be. Hey guys, it's been simmering for a couple hours and almost all the liquid is gone. So you can see there's just a little liquid here in the bottom. And what we're going to do now is add more liquid to it. Now you could add just straight water. If you want this kind of creamy, you could add a little cream. You could add more red wine. You could add more beef stock. Now keep in mind, the first thing you should do though is taste this, because if it's too beefy, if it needs flavor change, that's where you're going to decide what you're going to add. Well, that's really nice. I'm going to turn my heat down a little bit. I want to bring the depth up, but I don't want to add a lot of beef to it. So I'm going to add some water and red wine, and then we'll just keep letting it cook. I'm going to add about 3 to 4 ounces of red wine, and I'm going to add about 12 ounces of water and stir that all together. I've turned the heat down to low, and I'm going to let it simmer for a couple more hours. So it's been simmering now for about 3 hours, and I moved it into a smaller pot because it's so greatly reduced. It's really about done. Now all I got to do now is once in a while check to see where the meat is tenderness wise, and keep that on just a really low simmer. Meanwhile, I'm making some mashed potatoes. If you have not watched my video on how I make mashed potatoes, you should, because once you learn to do them that way, you won't do them another way. Just tastes better. Now, one note, I am actually using russet potatoes today because I am out of yellow potatoes and there weren't any at the store, so they'll still be all right. And with this, I want the flavor of the meat more than the butteriness of the potatoes anyway. I'm going to keep letting this simmer. The next thing to do once this is reduced a little more is create a gravy, but not until I'm really ready to eat. So a couple more hours, let it keep cooking down, have the potatoes ready, be ready to go. So this has been on the stove pretty much all day, about 5 hours actually. And all that liquid has reduced into a nice sauce. So let's take a look at it. There it is. Now that, you can see there's almost no liquid left whatsoever. Man, that beef is all broken down. And all I'm going to do is scoop it over some mashed potatoes with a little bit of the sauce. Just kind of let it drizzle. So that is the finished product. All scooped out, beef in the wine sauce, reduced all day. So good. Easy to make. There wasn't much to it, right? You can do this. Eat fabulous. I'll see you on the next one. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. If you have a question, by all means, shoot me an email, bill@kansasflamingochef.com. Visit the website, kansasflamingochef.com. I'll see you soon.
In the heart of Kansas, under sky so clear, lives a chef with a flair, bringing folks some cheer. With a pinch of love and a dash of zest, he's the Kansas Flamingo, and his meals are the best.